All right, everyone, buckle up because we are diving deep into the Miami real estate market, specifically luxury real estate. Specifically, luxury real estate in 2025.
And we've got our scuba gear, or should I say our market report, ready to guide us.
Exactly. And let me tell you, this isn't just some surface level stuff. We're talking about the forces driving the numbers, the why behind the what.
The kind of stuff that separates those in the know from those who, well, get left behind.
Exactly. So, first things first, this report highlights the continued high demand in Miami.
From both U.S. and international high net worth individuals, no less. No surprise there.
Right. Taxes, the Miami climate, lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's a winning combination. But here's where I got curious. How does Miami actually stack up against other global hotspots seeing similar influx? Because it's not the only game in town, right?
That's the million-dollar question. And the report touches on this. Political instability, economic uncertainty, these things are pushing investors towards certain cities. Miami's got its strengths for sure, but it's crucial to compare its growth potential to those other contenders. Look at infrastructure, long-term stability. These are all pieces of the puzzle.
It's like a giant game of real estate chess. Okay, so we've got high demand, but then there's the whole interest rate roller coaster. What's fascinating is this report actually suggests they could drop.
Potentially, yes.
And here's where it gets really interesting. The report claims the drop might hit the $3 to $5 million luxury bracket differently than those ultra-luxury buyers. Is that a real thing, or are the economists just, overthinking it?
I think they're onto something. Think about it. Someone dropping, say, $20 million on a penthouse isn't losing sleep over a small interest rate dip.
Right. They're playing a different game entirely.
Exactly. But here's what does affect them. Global economics. The report emphasizes this interconnectedness. If the global economy takes a hit, even that $20 million penthouse is going to feel it.
It always circles back to the bigger picture. And speaking of big picture, this next part really caught my eye.
Yeah.
The report claims that insurance, and get this, climate change, play a much larger role in luxury demand than people realize.
Yeah, that's the elephant in the room, isn't it?
The big one.
Miami's vulnerability to things like hurricanes, flooding, it's real. And then there's Citizens Insurance, essentially Florida's insurer of last resort for these high-risk properties. It really highlights a global question. How much does that dream location outweigh actual risk?
Right, especially for those luxury buyers.
Exactly. And the report picks up on this growing demand for sustainability, for resilience, homes built on higher ground to avoid those flood zones. It's fascinating to think about, is this just a niche within the luxury market, or is it a glimpse into the future of luxury real estate as a whole?
It's definitely something to keep an eye on. So we've talked about the challenges, the global factors, but let's get down to, and where does this report actually see opportunity in Miami?
Well, the good news is it's not all doom and gloom. The report predicts stable growth overall for Miami, with certain pockets like Wynwood, Edgewater. Those are showing potential for even stronger appreciation.
Which makes sense. Those are the up-and-coming areas.
Right. But there's also a word of caution. Be wary of those older condos saddled with high HOA fees, and of course, any properties in flood-prone zones.
Music to my ears. I'm all about minimizing those HOA fees.
Absolutely, and it's all connected, right? This revitalization, it's attracting luxury buyers, but it also pushes out existing residents as prices climb. It's the cycle of real estate.
Today's hotspot could be tomorrow's overcrowded, overpriced neighborhood. The dynamic market, that's for sure. So for those listening who are thinking about Miami, what are the key takeaways?
Well, the Miami luxury market, it's hot, but global trends, interest rates, even climate change, those are wild cards. Knowing where in Miami to invest and what type of property is absolutely crucial.
It's about being informed and strategic. This isn't a game of chance, it's chess, like you said.
Exactly. This report gives us a snapshot of 2025, but things change rapidly, so what could accelerate or completely derail these predictions? That's the question to keep asking yourself.
And how can our listeners stay ahead of the curve?
Stay informed, keep an eye on global events, economic forecasts, even those climate change projections. It all ties back to real estate. The more you know,
the better decisions you can make. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the Miami luxury real estate market. Until next time.
Happy investing.